Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Pamela Peel versus Nancy Gerler.
Your Honor,
Okay,
Nancy Gerler, appearing on phone Zoom.
All right, and where are we on this case?
I believe that Hawk was still out there to help me with this money judgment, and I checked
They
back
won't
in with
help you.
Hawk. Ms.
Ma'am, they
Peel had
won't
not.
help you with the money judgment. They will help you maintain your tenancy by paying if you're gonna remain in the unit, but you're out of the unit now.
Sir, Ms. Peel did not return the calls on December 19th or January 3rd from Hawk, reaching out to her to try to assist with this situation. They closed the case. There might have been help from them and their affiliated agencies, but there are 4 occasions when I attempted to get help from other agencies, including the Department of Health and Human Services, when the situation where fraud might have been done in the name of another tenant wasn't cleared up for me either. So no, I do not feel that I owe the full judgment here. I have done
All right, that's
everything
fine.
I could.
Ma'am, that's fine. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set this for trial. Both of you need to appear in person. And I'll just have a trial. You guys need to bring all your paperwork. Because what you're explaining to me, ma'am, would be rental assistance if you were going to stay in the unit. You're no longer in the unit, but you feel that you don't owe the money. If you don't owe the money, then that's gotta be hashed out and we're gonna have a trial. Emily?
March 7th at 9 a.m.
I'll set your non-jury trial, March 27th. 2027, 2024, 9 a.m. That is in person at the courthouse.
Your Honor, you do realize that I have great difficulty being in Wi-Fi and all of the.
You have great difficulty in what?
In being in your courtroom because of all of the electromagnetic frequencies in your vicinity as well as the courtroom. That's why I'm on phone Zoom every time. I suffer
I'm
physical.
setting it in, ma'am. I'm setting it in person. If you send me something medically that may make me change my mind, then I may let you appear via Zoom, but I'd have to have something from a doctor that the court can check out. Otherwise, I will select both parties in person.
Yes, Your Honor, I will present to you that evidence, and I appreciate your consideration. And
I'm making it right now that this is set for non-jury trial in person.
Pamela Peel versus Nancy Gerler. If people kind of get out of your way, go ahead. You state your name, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Pamela Peel.
All right. Miss Gerler, are you there?
Yes, I am, Your Honor. I am present. Thank you.
Okay. Can you state your name for the record, please?
Nancy Rose Gerler.
Thank you. All right. Have you seen? All right. Have you two talked at all in terms of resolving this? Or where are we on that?
No, we have not.
How much is your claim?
I'm requesting a money judgment of $12,406, which includes unpaid rent of $12,950.
12,900.
Out-of-pocket court costs.
Hang on, give me the rent again.
Oh, yeah. $12,950.
Okay.
Which is on the balance statement that I gave Nancy Rose. Out-of-pocket court expenses, $215. Court serving fee, $68. And then after we inspected the house and stuff, I added cleaning fees of 5 hours at $20 an hour, 2 extra days rent at $34 a day. And to the amount of, that totals $13,401.
$13,401.
I then deducted the security deposit that she had
Okay, which was how
for
much?
$995. And
How much?
it's up to $12,000.
How much was the security?
$995.
All right, and then that's how you get to the 12,406.
Yeah.
Okay, so out of the gate, you're going to have to add $2.55 because the service fee, as the court has it, is $70.55, not $68.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was,
The
okay.
what's also going to come off of the total amount is going to be the 5 hours of cleaning.
Pardon?
The 5 hours of cleaning. So the $100 that you put on for cleaning also it needs to be deducted.
From the security deposit? Or I
Probably
put
don't
it
want
in
to
the-
do it that way, but it's going to have to be deducted off of your total.
Oh, okay, so I can't do that.
Can't do that
Okay, all right, that's fine.
that way. And then the 2 days of rent, that was for what?
Nancy Rose was unable to move out on the 31st as the judgment requested, and she stayed till midnight, February 2nd.
All right. Ms. Gerler, do you agree with that or no?
No, Your Honor, I do have some comments regarding what
Well, I
Ms.
understand you have comments. I'm dealing with just this issue. Were you there the 2 days beyond the 31st?
I was there the 2 days beyond the 31st. It was my understanding I had up to 10 days to vacate, and did not believe that there would be an additional sum for those 2 days, which were spent cleaning, and professional cleaner did clean the house on.
Okay, it's fine. I'm dealing with this one by one. And so I'm just telling you. You're saying you did occupy the unit those 2 days,
Yes,
for
I
whatever
did.
the reason. Okay,
Yes, you're,
all right. Okay. Now I'm gonna ask a general question, Ms. Gerler, and I need not a highly specific answer, but just this. Of the $12,406, is there any amount of that you believe you owe?
Your Honor, what was in contest at our last hearing was my stated concern that I had enlisted the help of Miss Biles at Faith in Action. And we could have been brought current at the first problem, and it was just shy of
Miss
$300.
Gerler,
Sir, I just want to.
listen very closely to my question. Of the $12,406, which is primarily consisting of rent, is there any amount you believe that you owe or admit that you owe of that amount of rent?
Sir, if we were able to subtract the 3,000, she might have gotten, yes, then I would say that I am responsible for the balance.
So what your claim is, and is that if the 3,000 had been paid by the outside agencies, what you would owe at this time would be the $9,406,
If that is the
right?
balance, Your Honor, yes.
Okay.
Your Honor, when I talked to when Faith in Action approached me, they offered $800
How much?
1 month. And nothing was.
They offered
right-
what?
They offered 800 toward her rent. for
Right.
1
What
month. That's all
I
I knew about.
understand, but what I'm getting at is, and I think what Ms. Gerler's getting at is, had Faith in Action plus what would have been the other agencies of Hawk and the like, she would have gotten a maximum of 3,000. I think that's what she stated the last time. That's what she continues to state at this time.
Okay.
All right. So
And
while
I-
she's pointing to one agency, I understand what Ms. Gerler's indicating, that there's this other agency. All right.
May I respond to that?
To which?
To the $3,000
I
offer
don't,
that I.
okay, first of all, here's the problem, ladies. You're fighting over stuff that doesn't make sense to me right now. Okay? And let me tell you why. Ms. Gerler admits she would owe the 9,406 in essence, and I appreciate her candor on that. There's now going to be argument over this 3,000 that Ms. Gerler says, because you're saying that they were only going to pay 8. I get where Ms. Gerler's coming from, because what I just said. Here's the problem with all of that. The problem with all of that is there would have been no payment with these programs if the tenancy wasn't going to be maintained. So the 3,000 wouldn't have come in. But I understand Ms. Gerler's point that, okay, it may have come down to this point, but if you had taken that money at this point, then I'd be 3,000 to the good, basically, is what she's indicating. All right. So let me just.
I never got anything in writing to that effect. And they never
Okay,
said that to
so-
me over the phone. I didn't know about Hawk. I didn't know about any of them.
Okay, I get that.
Okay.
What are you guys really fighting over?
I just want to be paid the rent that I'm owed.
Okay.
And that she promised to pay each
Okay.
month.
And Ms. Gerler,
Yes, Your Honor.
are you working?
Not at present, Your Honor.
All right. And so
I only have Social Security income.
that's what I thought. You have Social Security,
Yes,
the SSD or SSI? Which one?
SSI, sir.
Okay.
I'm 68.
And got it. So how much is that per month? There's a reason why I'm asking.
$1,137 monthly, Your Honor.
137 a month.
1,137.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. I
Okay.
probably got it. 1,137 a month.
Correct.
Okay. So I can sit here through a trial. You can put on your proofs. You can do whatever. She's admitting basically to almost 3/4 of what you're saying anyway, right? Because if she's admitting to the 9,400, the 3,000 may be a question, but I've said what I've said. But here's the bottom line, and why I'm trying to figure out entirely why we're here. And let me just, and I'm going to do this just in terms of the practicalities of it. All right. We can go through the trial, and I don't mind. You guys have my time. I can sit here through the trial. The cold-hearted reality of it is Miss Teagle, you come down to the end, and let's say, just by hypothetically, and I'm not saying this is the way I'm finding, I find entirely in your favor. And I give you that judgment for the 12,000 plus. Let's just say I do that. How do you intend to get that money?
Your Honor, it was a matter of principle.
Okay, I understand. There are principles all over the place, and people can fight on principle or whatever. My question is how would you intend on getting that paid? You told me you want the money. I get it. But how are you going to get that?
Well, I don't know, but I also make about the same amount of money in Social Security as Nancy Rose does. And that income was I depended on. And I worked hard and
I appreciate all of that.
Okay. Just one.
I'm just getting, no, I know.
I'm not rich.
I'm not saying that you are. The reason I asked about her income is because that's where any judgment you would get would come from. Right? But you can't garnish her SSI until potentially at least there's an argument that it would be transformed into something else. If that's indeed all her income, go ahead.
Well, I know Nancy Rose is a psychic and she does a lot of readings in the past. And it's not always, above board. So she does have other income, which I know to bring that up.
So what do you want me to do? You want me to give you a judgment for the full amount?
I don't ever expect, she gave me her word that she would pay.
I asked a question. How come nobody just answers my question? Do you want a judgment for the full amount? We want to sit here through a trial? If that's what you want to do, let's do it. I'm trying to just give both of you the practical realities of it. That's all I'm trying to do. But if you want to sit here and we just go through the time of doing it, that's why I'm here. Let's do it. Mr. Allen, swear her in. It makes no sense to me. It's a waste. It becomes a waste of time that you two can't resolve this.
May I speak to my husband for 1 second?
You want to speak to
my husband?
Your husband? Go for it. Go ahead. Talk to him. All right.
I will accept the $3,000 that you're proposing.
The 3,000 deduction?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Gerler, did you understand what plaintiff was indicating?
Yes, Your Honor, and that is a satisfactory conclusion. Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to enter a judgment total amount. So here's what I'm going to do. I've got your total figure, but the way that it would add up is, can you do this for me? Actually, it's going to be 70, 55. Okay, $9,406.
Your Honor?
No, that's not right. Hang on one moment.
Okay.
I have rent. Let me just go through the figures so that we're all clear on everything. So I'm going to have a total rental amount of $12,950. But
Your Honor, that's not
but hold on a second. Hold on a second. Where I'm going to take the rental amount off, the 3,000 off, is I'm going to take it off of that figure.
Your Honor, the rent figure given is not accurate.
Which part is not accurate?
The rent itself did not come to 12,900. It should be 11,900 and the change, not 12,000. That's adding another month's rent that was not applicable because she received the security deposit.
Well, no, I haven't gotten to that deduction yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Okay, so just let me get through the figures, and then if anybody has a dispute, given what you've said, then we'll do it that way. So what I'm gonna do is I've got a $12,950 for rent. I'm gonna deduct the 3,000 that we were talking about at that point, okay? This will probably make it easier. So now I'm at 9,500, or I'm sorry, no, 9,000, $9,950. Okay, everybody with me so far?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm then going to add to that figure. There is going to be 2 days of rent at $34 a day. So I'm going to add 68 to that figure. So then I'm at 10. You with me, Emily?
I'm sorry.
You're not with me? Will you pay attention to?
I am paying attention.
Okay, take 9,950 plus $68 because I'm just gonna get the rent part out of the way. I come to 1018. Okay, so then I come to $10,018.
I thought it was $10,301.
Hold on. No. Everybody just stay with me in my math, okay? I took the 12,950, took off the 3,000 we talked about. That brings me to $9,950.
Mhm.
You're also claiming $68 of rent.
Okay,
That brings the figure back up to $10,018.
okay. Then the court fees?
Ma'am, please. Without talking, just let me get through it and then we can back it off. Then I'm going to subtract out the security deposit, which was how much?
$995.
That's right, Miss Gerler. It was $995, correct?
That is correct, sir.
All right. So then, Emily, help me. I come to 9023.
Sounds good.
Okay. That then is the total judgment amount. And now I'm going to add the cost in. And the costs that are added in that the court has is $215 plus $70.55 service fee for $285.55. Add those costs in, I come up with $9,308.55. That is the judgment amount and how I figured it. To the plaintiff, that figure is acceptable to you?
Yes, it is.
Ms. Gerler, is that acceptable to you?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Wonderful. All right, so what I'm gonna need, yes, ma'am.
May I ask Nancy how she intends to pay that? Or if she, and what time frame can I expect?
Well, let me do it this way. Ma'am, did you want to enter into a payment plan at this point? Or do you want the judgment to enter and then you can file for, she could try to collect and then you file for, come back, and then I have to decide what the payment is? How do you want to do that?
Your Honor, there's no commitment that I can make at this time. I am not working. I have lost all the phone numbers affiliated with my business. I have had chronic problems with chronic illness and even finding a permanent place to live. I
Got it.
certainly hope
Okay.
this changes in the future, and I will make every effort to pay towards, but at this point I can make no commitments because I literally do not have it, nor secure or stable additions to the Social Security income that I get.
So what that means is that you're left to the
Okay,
collection procedures that
All
you
right.
can.
that's
The
fine.
court will enter a judgment. Judgment amount is $9,023. Cost of $285.55 for a total amount of $9,308.55. All right.
Thank you.
You'll need to fill out a money judgment form out at the counter, and then once I get it, I'll sign off. Arbor One West versus Rosa Bannock.
Cheryl Wolkoff on behalf of the plaintiff.
Hello. What's your name?
Bannock.
Okay. Well, we've done some things on this. Where are we now in this case?
So, Your Honor, this is one where we had agreed to move the tenant to a new unit. I had asked for escrow to be released, and you told me we needed to trust you, and you were going to be like the IRS. Do you remember? Okay, so.
I do. I do.
Okay, at this juncture, I know, and Amy can speak more to this, Amy too, that they've been trying to reach Ms. Bannock and have been unsuccessful in reaching her because they want to confirm that she'd be moved from Arbor West to Arbor One and that she's okay with that, et cetera. So they just haven't been able to reach her. And Amy, if there's anything you wanted to add to that.
I haven't gotten any calls from them at all.
Yeah. I don't know if we don't have a correct number on Miss Bannock, but I also posted something to your door. We just got an apartment available, Your Honor, that we can transfer her to, but we have to turn it. And we need to talk the details with her to see if it's something she would be interested in, because it's a completely different style, price, and area. So we needed to know if she would come into our office so we could discuss it with her. Would that be something
Okay.
she would be able to do?
I can do that. It's just nothing has been posted on my door.
Okay.
And we don't have a
Make
problem.
sure we have
Yeah.
the right unit here, because I know they posted something and I asked them to go back again yesterday. I mean, so something's not working here.
Well,
I would almost
unfortunately-
ask, Your Honor, if Miss Bannock has a telephone and she wants to call Amy right now, I don't want to just keep kicking the can here because it seems like we're having some communication issues.
Yeah. We got some bad kids in the building, so they probably ripped it off my door.
Okay.
Yeah.
That can
Bad kid.
happen.
Bad kids in the building. It was probably him. No. All right. So can you give her a piece of paper to write down her number? Because they may not have a good number. And I don't want to broadcast it out there. And then what will happen, if with your permission, we'll put your number in so that they can see your number and
Thank you
get
very much. And I'll reach out today so that we can talk about the details.
There is, how much is in escrow? There's a
$39.80. There was an $80 payment made yesterday.
39.80. Okay. So in terms of what she owes, and even coming into April, I have 39.80 in escrow.
And I have a balance of $4,055.85. So we're very close.
Okay. So if we can get her moved, if I put this to the 12th, we should be all settled and everything, and then be able to get this money out to you.
Okay. You know, I'd ask for
Okay.
you to release it right now, but I'm not going to waste my breath.
Oh, you can ask.
I know the answer. I know you will.
And I
enough.
want you to ask so I can say no. No. All right.
I don't feel like getting the rejection right now. Okay. Let's move.
Okay. April 12th, 2024 at 10 a.m. Okay, so they're gonna get in touch with you. We'll get this done.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Court calls the case of Mauer Apartments versus Tia Owens,
Charles Friedman for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
aka Teddy Owens. As soon as he'll get out of the way. Your name?
Tia Owen.
All right. All right, where are we on this case?
Well, Your Honor, we're at a pretty substantial balance, but Ms. Owens has made a smaller payment today, made a payment last week. She had applied with Hawk, but is quite a ways out. Is there anything you can add to that?
I did just speak with her and she's assisting me with getting a sooner appointment. My appointment wasn't till May 14th.
Okay. And so what's happening? Odd system. People who are here, when they call in and they have the appointment, what Amy's doing is talking to them, moving their appointment up to prioritize their case. I don't know why that system is set up. Do not look at me like I set it up, Mr. Friedman.
No,
I didn't.
I don't either.
So she's going to get a sooner appointment.
I'm all for April 12th.
Good enough. I'm a little gun shy because I had luck off first thing this morning. April 12th, 2024 at 11 a.m. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. And you've already talked to Amy.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Court calls case of townhomes on Robbie Lane versus Janella Smith. Been here all morning.
She's making progress too, Your Honor. She's made an escrow payment, going to make another one on April 2nd. And so there seems to be a disconnect with DHS. They're claiming that my client hasn't furnished them with a W-9 and we have. So she's emailed me information that we can deal with DHS and try to get this straightened out. So to summarize, how about April 12th at 11 a.m.?
That work for you? How much is she owing at this point?
A lot.
Yeah, that's
A lot.
okay.
I'm being honest.
No, I appreciate it.
I don't know if I have the ledger in front of me, but it's in
the upwards of about 5,000.
yeah, it's
Okay.
well, yeah, yes, period. However, with the escrow she paid and then the escrow that she's going to pay in April, it's not increasing.
Got it. I think that's what all right. April 12th, 2024, 11 a.m. All right, thank you. You do the same.